It's George here, and what I want to bring to you is the continuation of my Finders Keepers scenario playtest to turn 4. That's all I got the opportunity to play this week, given my other obligations, life, work balance, and um, playing with my hardy opponents. That's all I could do, but I enjoyed playing it the few times that I did get a chance to play it. And I'll share with you what the events how the events transpired. So, going through the log, and we're starting with Ally turn 1. I believe I did German. Uh, German. I believe my previous video was about turn 1, but we'll start a little bit in and take it away. This might be a recap, but as you can see, um, did a bit of skulking. There was a little bit of a advancing fire as well, and quick ally turn 1 jumped into close combat here, and I just rolled ambush and got the 548 eliminated. But not his support weapon, so I'll pick up his support weapon and you'll see how things transpire. We're looking for spread, blaze spread, because I forgot about that. Now we're putting on our turn 2 German reinforcements. I decided to take the um, Panther on the other side of the board and bring in the Panzer fours on the. I believe that was a sniper check. Yeah, big one. So Axis turn 2, movement phase. We're moving in as many units as we can. One got uh, popped right off the board, but then the other fellow survived the 2 attack and came on close. Here comes the Panther, here comes the other Panzer. Interesting attack here. It's actually the defense fire phase and rolled snakes. And here come the doubles, and the doubles that we don't want to see. Oh, casualty reduction there. All with a 4 attack. Couple of task checks. Advancing fire, you can't forget that your German units have assault fire. Now it's route and advance. Will take us to uh, light turn 2. Again, turn 2, wind change, rallies. Mostly everybody rallied except here. Only 1 out of 3 units rallied. Here, they were going to rally. Prep fire was ineffective, by the way. And here we're in a DC charge here. Will survive the first attack, the second attack. He breaks and he takes back his DC, and he will rout. I was marked under upfire, but attack was ineffective. But for these snipers, the snipers do play a role in this game. Here's my defensive fire for the German defensive fire. Sorry guys if I'm yawning. It's been a long day. My third take on this. Every other video I did, I tried to resolve it, and might ultimately be my computer that's doing the echo, nothing to do with the mic or anything else. It's a bummer because they don't make devices like they used to. Ally turn two still. Let's check the wheel. Yeah, ally turn two. Advancing fire. Here's where the heavy machine gun was ineffective, and we didn't forget about the flames. The flames we got to do at uh, the last thing in the advancing fire, more or less. Now we got some routes. Back, advancing a bit forward. Repair the main armament, and try to repair the main armament in H2, which is here. Did not succeed. Trying to self rally. Advancing, as a German player, I chose to move more than to prep fire, unless I had units adjacent to me. So there it goes. Right off the bat, we're doing great headway, and that's the sleaze freeze right here. I don't think there's anything sleazy about it. That's what they call it. Because the German player was a bit risky and adventurous. Looking back at the log, close combat plays a big role here. I was a 4-up-0 attack and rolled snake eyes. Uh, K/2, random selection, and that's who got it. And the Canadians don't cower as first line elite units. That was a K result. It resulted in Lieutenant Ernst being um, wounded. Here comes a sniper check. Somehow I decided when to fire. Lately with Vassal, you end up putting counters inadvertently between hexes instead of in the center hex. It don't matter. Combat here, we're advancing and already got one, two, three multi-hex buildings out of five. There's the combat withdrawal, infiltration, close combat infiltration withdrawal. Everything was destroyed there in the close combat. See for concealment gains, because some units are in open terrain. So we're gonna we're heading towards the uh, turn four. Did our wind change? We almost forgot to put our offboard reinforcements on. Rally. Turn three. We got a whole other turn to show you up to turn four. Here's our Sherman taking pot shots at first the tank because that was the most viable target. Got him. Got rate. He went on a rate rip or roar tear, and then he broke the 548 unit adjacent to him. So he took revenge for the elimination of a squad there, a leader. Bring up my reinforcements and reinforce a couple of buildings. I didn't do that advance correctly, so I redid it. There you go. And there's my Firefly, a very inconspicuous place. Well, inconspicuous place. Blah. He's covering this side of the board. He's covering this side of the board more or less, and some hexes around here. It's a very crowded board, so gotta be careful with tanks and how you use them. Obviously, there's no loss there. Little did I know, I drew a line of sight. Give it another sound. That's not sound activation. That is flame blaze spread. And as you can see, the blaze is going far. Let's combat there. This time the Canadian players were not so lucky. They ended up being eliminated. Yeah, that's going to drop to the ground. Despite being um, pinned, they ended up getting infiltration. They're rolling snake ice in CC. First time that I've seen that happen. I did forget to roll for delay for the Panther. Tisk on me, and I ended up paying it in karma. So here's the rally phase. Axis turn four. And the German units on the German right uh, didn't suffer any casualties. Um, my reinforcements probably. Tisk. The other side of the board, so you can rally these guys. We're on the cusp of either winning, and they're trickling down like in the Tetris game, advancing slowly but surely. Comes a defensive fire phase, and we're firing on that unit that it building. It's going to be dreadful trying to take that building. We got to take the flanks first and then take the center. And we're firing all out with the Sherman intensive firing on its acquired target, but nothing happened. Maybe next turn. We'll see. 12. Got all the concealment counters at this point that were representing units that were supposed to be somewhere else or anywhere else or interchangeable because they were quite irrelevant at the moment. I'm using my AT gun and I lost concealment. It was only a two flat attack, but if you take a two flat attack, right, using AP ammunition and you get a critical hit, then you'll have a four down three attack, which is pretty good. So don't discount guns just because they have AP. Good roll on the IFT, but still manages to pass his morale check. And now we're firing, advancing firing, folks. Here comes the blaze spread. Another blaze, another flame. And coming down now to the allied player turn four. What's going to happen? So I'm going to try to repair the uh, panther, and he mouths, destroys his main armament, so he's subject to recall. We won't be able to use him to achieve our victory. There's another rally, which is a casualty reduction. So we eliminated our half squad. We're down to the allied turn four. We prep fire there. That was ineffective. That was a 12 up 2 attack from here to there and did nothing. Um, with my little kill stack here, only managed a pin over there. We tried to throw the DC charge there. The first fire resulted in a pin or nothing. The second, at half or full firepower strength instead of double, resulted in him breaking, and now he has to retreat. And that's a Canadian leader with a satchel charge. Firing equally back at the Canadians with final fire, and nothing's happening. Hard to get a kill with a plus 310, so routing, flames spreading. Should have done the flames before routes. Advance. That's it to turn four. And as you can see, the Germans have one, two, three out of the five objectives. So it's very interesting to see how things will transpire. I'm going to try to make a video for next week regarding the conclusion of this scenario. Let me know in the comments if you want to see something else, but I promised Don I would test it to the best of my ability. One thing that I'm not planning to do anytime in the near future is to test them with the scenario purchase points. That could be interesting. And that too has to be play tested. And I was thinking, you know, maybe the fortifications could be each fortification that you give up can be worth a certain amount of points, scenario purchase points. So you don't have to do all or nothing. But anywho, it's not my scenario to design. All I can say at this point is that I was able to achieve three out of the five um, victory objectives at the midpoint of the scenario, and already we have forces facing each other in close proximity to one another, and it's probably going to go down to a close combat to see who will win or lose, and it's still anybody's game. So, in terms of balance, as is, it's incredibly balanced. Is it fun? Yes. Does it have replayability? Yes. Did I need an LV as the German player or as the Canadian player to balance the game? I think not. And the only OBA that really matters, in my opinion, is probably for the Germans to have to have a offboard observer with with a pre-designated attack. So in in all in all situations, at the very least, the German can fall back into maybe throwing smoke around here and going into around here and throwing smoke around this place and trying to bum rush it at the end if they're losing. That's a considered possibility. And playing this scenario, I kind of wish that there was a some sort of rule for counter battery in Advanced Squad Leader. Anyway, those are my thoughts so far. Guys, thanks for watching and subscribing. Do tell friends about this channel. And remember, this video is for you. It's like the song there. I don't sing for Pepsi. I don't sing for Coke. This song is for you by Neil Young, but he's not so young. So I hope you enjoyed this video. See you in a bit. Take care.